Hello, Mario. In this instructional video, I'm going to be taking a look at periodic functions with Excel, with an emphasis on the clarity of the result that we get from graphing or charting a function. And in particular, we're going to be looking at the phase angle. So here's some details. First of all, the periodic function we're going to look at is the sine function, seen here on the formula sheet that is provided to most of the students in the demographic that this video is designed for. So in this, you can see A is amplitude, the period, the frequency. The phase angle is C in the first instance of the function, and the phase shift, C over B there, in the second instance variation of the standard function, where it is positive phase shift would mean to the left and negative to the right. So what we're going to be looking at here is the function y equals sine 2.8x minus 0.28. And to look at that, we're going to look at its intersection with the line y equals 0.6 to see if we can graphically illustrate the phase shift and its quantum. We can quite easily calculate the phase shift from what we've got here. The negative 0.28 is C, and B, of course, 2.8, so that's going to give us a negative 0.1, and this is going to be radians. And the negative means the shift is going to be to the right. So what we're going to do is plot y equals sine 2.8x. We'll plot y equals 0.6x. And then we'll also plot y equals sine 2.8x minus 0.28, so that we will have two sine curves with a phase shift of 0.1, and then we're going to try and show it graphically. So first of all, let's get started, and we'll put our data in. Now, I'm going to start off with degrees because I'm familiar with those, and I know that the sine curve goes from 0 to 360. So I'm going to put 0 in there and 10 in there, and so we'll look at it over for every 10 degrees. I think we need to go to 37. Oh, I've written degrees in there. So that's degrees. Now let's convert those degrees to radians. Okay, so that would be equal to degrees divided by 180 and then multiplied by pi, which is a function in Excel that we can enter like that and put that in there, and then all we need to do is copy that down to there. And by using the pi function, we're keeping that pretty accurate, and I've just put it to 2 decimal places so that the accuracy will be more than that. So the next thing we want to look at is sine 2.8x, sine 2.8x, and let's have a look at that. So that's just going to be equal to the radians, oh no, the sine, which is a function, sine, put a bracket, the radians, 2.8 times the radians, and then close that bracket, and that's going to be sine 2.8x. Pull that down there like that, and there we have there. Now we're going to look at sine 2.8x, Control C, Control V, and then I'll just edit that, minus 0.28 enter. And so to do that, we again go to the radians. So it's sine bracket 2.8 times the radians there. Oh, what's happened there? Equals. I had to tell it I was entering a formula. Equals sine 2.8 times our radians there, minus 0.28, close the bracket, and that'll put that, went off a bit early there, that'll put that in. I'll get the right one. It's that one. Alright, that's that in there. Now we also want to put in this other one, 0.6. 0.6. Y equals, we'll just put 0.6 in there, and then we're just going to copy that all the way down like that. Now, we could draw our chart on a separate page if we wished, and just leave this as a data page, or we can just draw our graph in here. Now in this case here, I think we're okay just to draw it in there at this point. So I'm just going to select the data. So this is the data that we want to represent on the graph, like that. And then we just go insert chart or graph, chart perhaps. And that's the one we want there. And there it is. Now, obviously there's a lot to do to tidy it up now to make it very presentable and what have you on the there. So I'm going to make it the full page there. All right. So yeah, it needs a title, a few things that I notice there. For instance, okay, these here are looking very chunky. I would like to have them smooth. So I can do that by just right-clicking, Format Data Series, click on the paint bucket there, smoothed. Done. And I'll do that for the other one. Format, oh no, that's not what we want to do. So right-click on the line, Format the Data Series, click on the paint bucket, smooth as. Okay, so that's a bit better there. And we can see we've got these labelled 1 to 6. Well, it's gone all the way through to 7. We don't really need it there. I think 6.3 would be fine. So what we can do here is just click on this here, format the axes, and I've gone 0.7, I've gone 6. 6.3 I'm going to put in there. And then they've put that negative 0.7 there. I'm going to make that 0 as well. And you can see there that it's got major lines every 1 now, every 1 radian. And yes, I think that's all good there. Right, but in terms of our phase shift, which you can see the phase shift goes from here to here, but we can't get an idea of its quantum. So maybe we need to just click on here and the minor grid lines, add the minor grid lines. There they are there. And I think, yeah, the majors are at 1 and the minors are at 0.2. So I think we'll go with that. Yep. And enter. Have we got 0.2? Minor should be there. Okay, oh, these are the actual lines. Solid line. Let's make them solid. And they're a little faint under there, aren't they, in their colour? Let's see colour here. What colour have they got? It's hard to see what colour they've got there at the moment. If we put that colour. Yeah, I can just see them there. Colour probably a little bit darker maybe. Okay, and we can see in there some very faint things. I would like to make the colour a lot darker, I think. So what have we got here? Plot area. Okay, I'm just going to go back into here and the minor grid lines, and let's go with the colour of those. I think say something like that. Yes, and then we'll go into the major grid lines. Here, sorry. Major grid lines. And I think I'll make those black. Yeah. So I think that shows it fairly well. And maybe those major ones could be a bit thicker. Oh, there we go. That's quite a lot better. In terms of the horizontal grid lines, I'm not too worried about those. Now here we can see like from there to there is 0.2, and we can see that that phase shift possibly is 0.1, but it may not, it's sort of there, but I'd like to get it a little bit more clear, a lot clearer than that. So, and obviously we need to put in a title and name these series and that type of thing, which all the tidying up of a graph. I'm not I'm not going to cover that in today's little video, but we can move on to that. Now, there's a number of things here, but one of the ones I think I'd like to do is just look at this area in here from maybe 0, or not, yes, maybe 0 to 1.2. Just look at that particular area there, and from 0 to 1. So what I'm going to do is just look at that particular area of interest, which is from here down to, as I say, 1.2 and across there like that. And so I'm going to insert another chart there like that, and as you can see, that just looks at that particular little area there. However, there's not enough room to really show it on this page here, so I'm going to show it on another page. Right click there, and I'll cut it, and we'll just put it on this one here, paste it here, paste, and there it is. We've pasted the chart here, and now we can make it really big, nice and big, and what have you, like that there, and really analyze it. So there it is, just that particular little piece that we were interested in, and then we can here's our right click, we need to right click the format the data series, click on the bucket there and smooth the line, and click on the data series here. Oops, missed the boat there. Format, no, it's not going to do that. Format the data series, click on the bucket, smooth that out. Now we'd need some, we can see the 0.2 there, and we can see there, but it's going to be a lot easier if we now come down to this axis here and add the major grid lines there, and the major grid lines have been added. Solid line like so. Colour, I think we had them quite a darkish colour there. They don't seem to be cooperating too much, do they? Okay, let's see what we can do here. Format the minor grid lines. Okay, colour a bit darker. Oh, possibly a bit too dark. Where was that colour one? Drop it back a couple of shades. Yes, like that, and I think that there. Again, back into here. Okay, format. No, that's not what we want. Format the major grid lines. I think I will make those black. There we go. And yep. And now I want to try and just get these, format the axes, and I want the majors at 0.2 and the minors at 0.04. Okay, I wonder if we could go to 0.05. Be a bit better. Oh, maybe 0.01. Okay, well that's yes, well that's 0.01. So if we look here, we can see 0.23, and here we can see 0.33. 0.2. Maybe the majors at 0.1. Oh yes, there we go. Oh, that's quite. Now that's a lot better. You can see that that's a lot clearer. So here we can see at the angle here 0.23 to 0.33. We can definitely see the phase shift to the right. So that's awesome. That's exactly what we wanted. Now we do need to fix the table up, give it a bit of a title, label the axes, label the series, all of that sort of stuff needs to be done, that tidying up sort of stuff, which is probably best done by working it out for yourself in a sense, and interrogating various things. I've found ChatGPT very good when I ask it how do I smooth a curve, where do I access these things. So look at that, and you want that to be very, very clear. Maybe you want the labels to be a little bit different, but there you go. You've got the detailed chart there. We've got this one here, which needs to be sort of a chart title. The series need to be labeled, and all of these things are able to be done. Right click on here, format the legend. There's an option there, so you can name them. There's things, all sorts of things, and if you're unsure of them, there's the help. And as I say, I found ChatGPT very good just for asking it questions. So yes, in terms of this this particular video, the point was to get that communication a lot clearer, and the demonstration there. So there's still a lot there for you to do. Don't hesitate to ask me if you've got any questions that you were unsure of or things like that. I can do another video, but I didn't want to make an epic out of it, just to show you a few of these things and to focus on the clarity of the communication. So there's the graph there and a few little things, and then the little bit at the end where you can see quite clearly that the phase shift is 0.1 radians to the right. All good. Cheers. See you.